Welcome to the third COFL podcast of 2020. We are currently in the middle of week 2 of season 19 of the COFL Madden Traditional League. We also have the MOFL. They have until February 2nd is when their season ends. So what? Just making sure I can hear myself. They haven't. So what is that? Today's the 21st. So 10, and so they got like 12 days, something like that. And then after that, to do a 16 playoff. So we got a lot going on. We got a lot to talk about. This will probably go until 8:45, 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. A lot going on. A lot to talk about. A lot has evolved in the COFL in the last week or two. Depends when the last time you joined us, but we have a lot going on. As of now, I am alone on this podcast. I know Fiddy will be on a little bit later, the 4-time COFL Bowl champion. Nasty Nate will be on a little bit later. And Matty Harsh, we'll see if he can join us. Clemson said he might be able to join us. Hirsch will not be with us. We're going to start this off, and we're going to start with the undefeated 5-0 Los Angeles Rams, the Tom Landry division leaders. I mean, you go back to our first podcast when we were doing predictions. Nobody predicted this. Nobody predicted VaFungool at the top of the division. I mean, he hasn't done anything in 7 seasons. The last time VaFungool made the playoffs, I think, was 7 seasons ago. He was the Chiefs. He went 12-4 and lost in the divisional round to Jay Tutt, which eventually led to the Cincinnati Miracle when he lost to the Cincinnati Bengals, who then went on to beat, I believe it was Lay or Jake in the COFL Bowl. So that's some fast fact information for you. He's 5-0. And you know what? He beat Darren, who we'll get to in a second. He beat him handedly. I think it was 48-21, 38-21, something like that. I mean, it was Monday Night Football, and he pounded him. It was awesome. I'm really excited. I'm really happy for VaFungool. 5-0, but you know what? You got 11 games left to go, buddy. And you just had a beast enter your division named Jaron. And this kid is Bobby. He's definitely tier 2. We'll see if he's tier 1. Definitely tier 2. Sorry, folks. I'm under the weather. I got to chug some water. My voice is going to be shot. I'm almost 100% though. I think I'm like 75, 80% now. Yesterday I was like 60%. Man, I'll tell you what, getting sick when you're older, I don't get sick often, but man, this kicked my ass. I mean, I was out for about 4 or 5 days, just drained. Anyways, VaFungool, 5-0. And you know what? He's doing what he should be doing. He's winning games and he's playing smart football, okay? He's gotten some breaks. I've seen a couple passes he's thrown that should have been pick sixes and probably changed the game a little bit. But when you want to be good, you need some luck. I'm pretty sure that's not the exact slogan, but he's 5-0, and just wanted to tip my hat to him. And hopefully this isn't the last time we're talking about VaFungool in a positive way this season. I wish these other guys were here so they could come in and chime in, but I guess I'm all alone right now. Next up, we have. Oh, by the way, I will not be in the GroupMe chat as always. I will be in the YouTube chat. I see Jakai, also known as JC, the working husband. He is here. We have VaFungool, who we were just talking about. You know, the biggest thing about VaFungool is that he's been in the COFL since season 2. He's avoided the MOFL. Hasn't really been in the MOFL talk at all. But he's always stayed in tier 4. So he's always been like 5-11, 6-10. That's pretty much what he is. I never really see him go 7-9. He hasn't gone 3-13. So that's why we are excited about this. We got ZZ in the MOFL right now. He is a COFL Hall of Famer when we have our Hall of Fame ceremony one day. For anyone else listening, if you got any questions, If you have anything you want me to talk about, I am alone on this podcast, so we got a lot of time. I got a lot of time to fill by myself. So please feel free to engage with me. Feel free to engage with me, especially on our next topic, which is going to be the, sorry, I'm doing something. It's going to be the Super Bowl. Super Bowl preview. Okay. All right, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Here we go. Chiefs versus 49ers. Last week I predicted. I shouldn't say I predicted. I just guessed. This is what I thought the Super Bowl would be. I was hoping it would be. I think these are the two best teams. Titans were a great story. Derrick Henry, what he was able to do. Titans, they beat the Patriots, and then they beat the Ravens. It's awesome. And that's the great thing about football. And that's the great thing about the playoffs, is that it's sudden death. When you get to that playoffs, this is one game. It's one game. Whoever's better on that day wins. It's different than the NBA where it's 7 games, and the NHL where it's 7 games. You need everything to click at once. And then who are the Packers? Yeah, the Packers. They were good, but they weren't. I don't know. I thought Seattle was better. Even though Green Bay outplayed them, Seattle, I think, to me, was a better team. And man, San Francisco, they pounded them hard. DQ up in the house. DQ's got the Queefs. ZZ's got the 49ers. JC, JC's right. This is probably one of the most, I think this game is going to be like 45-31. I think there's going to be a lot of points. For one, when I look at San Francisco, the most complete team in the NFL, hands down. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They can play defense. Their offensive line is good when healthy. They have playmakers at receiver. They have a great coach who's an offensive mind. They have a phenomenal defensive coordinator. I'm pounding San Francisco here. I think San Francisco wins by 14. We got Hirsch in the chat. We got Ghosty in the chat. So Ghosty's got the Chiefs. ZZ's got the 49ers. Hirsch hasn't said anything. Joey Bag of Donuts, who is the new Dolphins, he's got the Niners. I'll agree with ZZ. I'm glad we got someone new. I was about done with the Patriots. It's time to move on, okay? We'll never see what they did again. It's awesome, cool. We're happy for you, but we need some new blood. Now talking about the Chiefs, they're going to put up points. You can get them down 21-0. They're coming back. Defensively, they don't have a chance, man. They're not going to stop a nosebleed in this game. No. I'm pounding. I think San Francisco wins 45-31. I think they win by 2 touchdowns. I think it's close. It's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be wild. Mahomes is going to do his thing. Garoppolo, game manage. He doesn't need to be a hero. They're going to run the ball 45 times, pass the ball 20 times. They're going to play defense. They're going to chew the clock. JMCC is up right now, and it's 7:20. It's 7 o'clock by me, so that means by him it's 1 a.m. Yeah, it's about 1:30 in the morning by JC. JC is supporting the Chiefs, but don't know who will win. That's such a UK thing to say. You know what? Be an American. Take a stand. Pick a side, JMCC. Come on. Ghosty says the Patriots will be back. No, I don't think so. Chiefs defense isn't good. It's average. It's average at best. Jay, do you know what's crazy? So the Bears, they had Robbie Gould, cut him. He's now the Super Bowl kicker for the 49ers. They had Mostert, the Chiefs running back, cut him. They had, so when they drafted Trubisky, the Bears had the third pick and the Niners had the second pick. And Ryan Pace, the Bears GM, who's a fucking moron, was scared that the 49ers were going to draft Trubisky, who the 49ers were never going to draft him. They were never even thinking about drafting him. So he freaked out, traded a couple picks to get Trubisky. The Niners ended up trading a 4th-round pick to get Jimmy Garoppolo. So the Bears traded, I think, 3 picks. No, I think it was 2 picks to move up one spot to get Trubisky, when all they could have done is just traded a 4th-round pick to get Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, my God. And then you got Mahomes, who the Bears chose Trubisky over, but I'm not too mad at them because nobody knew about Mahomes. Anyways, we have Ghosty saying it's played better for the whole second half of the year. Well, still not that good, Ghosty. DQ says it's going to be hard to outscore the Chiefs. The Niners, yeah, but the Niners, I don't know. It's hard to disagree with that comment. It's hard to disagree with that, but I just don't know how you could say the 49ers aren't going to win this game. I shouldn't say that because I think I don't know. I'm all over the 49ers on this. I think the spread is the Chiefs are minus 2.5 or 1.5. I'm taking that 49ers money line. Shit. Here we go. ZZ says Chiefs are good, but just pound it in. That's what she said. Maddie Harsh says Chiefs. ZZ says Pats are done. Brady going to be playing for the Bengals. They're talking about Brady coming to the Bears. Which will never happen. Bears are too scared to get a quarterback to compete with Trubisky. But we're not talking about the Bears. We're talking about the Super Bowl. So the thing about the Super Bowl was, 2 weeks from now? That stinks. I hate waiting 2 weeks. Boys, I am chugging water. Tell you what, man, being sick, I'll say it again, it sucks.
Not for your opponents.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, if everybody could just take a moment and give a slow clap for Hirsch the Hunter, who has taken the COFL by storm. Right now he is 4-2. He beat the defending champion. He beat the defending Lombardi division champion.
Yo, don't believe the hype.
I believe it. I'm telling you, man.
I'm preparing for an epic collapse. Don't worry about it.
Watch out. Watch out for the Falcons. You know, I didn't give him much credit last night. I'm still not going to give him a lot of credit, but I'll give him some because he did what he needed to do to beat me. But Hirsch is ready. He's ready for the challenge, and that game versus Fitty was awesome. For those of you whoever missed it, just go back and watch it if you have time. That was a great game. You got anything you want to say?
Yeah.
Hirsch, who do you got in the Super Bowl? Talk to me, kid.
I got the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, only because I think Patrick Mahomes is playing the best football that I've seen in a while. I think it's reminiscent of young Aaron Rodgers, gunslinger, not risk-averse Aaron Rodgers right now. I do like the Niners defense, so that's going to be a tough thing for him to get past. And the only other thing would be the Chiefs defense not being able to really do a great job of stopping people. But I think they just need a couple stops, and I don't think anybody is really going to stop Mahomes.
Yeah, you know, man, that defensive front though, Bosa and the boys, dude, they're animals.
That's true. Yeah, they've got like four first-round draft picks, I want to say.
Yeah.
On that starting D-line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're looking pretty good. And, of course, you know, I'm a big fan of Kyle Shanahan. He did his thing here in Atlanta. I'm happy for his success. I'm sad that he couldn't get it done with us. But, I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So,
yeah. Kyle Shanahan, God, dude, I would love to have him as my head coach. I mean, God, that's exactly who you want. A level-headed guy who can humble himself, you know, who knows how to call an offense. I mean, it's not easy to do. I mean, it's not easy to hire a coach, to find a coach like that. So when you find a coach like that, man, you got to hang on to him through the good times and the bad times. I mean, God, I would kill to have him. He must have been nice to have in Atlanta, man. Then again, he had all the weapons. Julio, Devonta, Matty Ice. Those Falcon teams were fun. Let's go to the chat. Ghosty says, I actually think Chiefs will win, but I want Niners because the Niners never played a QB like Mahomes. ZZ says, yeah, I have to work that night. Wow, ZZ, you got to work the Super Bowl night? Jesus. JMCC says, Chiefs can't have a bad start like against Houston. I agree. Ghosty says, I should have played Prez last night.
That's the same thing with the Texans, though. I mean, the Titans, the Houston and Tennessee, the Chiefs had a really kind of rocky start, and they were able to overcome. But I don't think they'll be able to do that same thing with the Niners. So.
No. And I think the Niners know, like they've seen that, and now they know. And they're like, hey, no matter what, we got to keep putting our foot on the throat. I mean, the Texans, Bill O'Brien should be fired. What he did was just asinine.
Yeah, he is just not. I mean, he's not a bad coach, but
no.
There's something about being in the clutch, man. You gotta make these smart decisions. He almost gave up that Bills game. Like there were some real iffy calls late in that Bills game. So I just don't know. I don't know if he's the guy.
Yeah. I don't not like him. He just does some shit where you're like, what are you doing, man? DQ, yeah, he said it's gonna be an amazing game. Ghosty says you had Nagy Coach of the Year. Don't forget. Yeah, last year Nagy was Coach of the Year. But I will tell you this, he did a lot of shit last year that everybody was like, if that doesn't work, like, the Bears, I'll tell you what. Last year, they got some breaks last season. Everyone was healthy. Schedule wasn't as hard. A lot of the Nagy trick plays that he tried to run this year, they worked the previous year. And I'll tell you, with a new coach, same thing goes for the COFL, man. Look at Nasir. Case in point, Nasir is the Matt Nagy of this year's COFL. He came in last year. Yeah, ready? Here's a great comparison. Came in last year. Nobody really knew him. Nobody had any film on him. They weren't able to really scout him, see what he was doing. Came in. Bears went to the playoffs. Double doink happened. Same thing with Nasir. No film. Comes in. Goes to the COFL. Bo loses. Now look at him. He's 2-5. Struggling. Are the Bengals better than the Dolphins? Maybe the same team? I don't know. One year.
I will say, to give him some credit, one of those victories was, to me, I shouldn't have lost the game, but he did get the W. So.
Yeah, no, he's definitely good. His boy Jaron, man. Jaron's got the 49ers. Shit. Better watch out. Let's see what other people. DQ says it's going to come down to defense. JC says, I respect Andy Reid, want him to get one. Yeah, I do too. I don't really care who wins. I want to see a good game, of course. But if you're making me pick, which I'm making myself pick, I'm going Niners here. Hirsch is going. I think we got a lot of. You know what? I think we're split here, just from what everyone's saying. Anyways, I can't wait. 2 weeks. The only games in town are going to be COFL games. We start week 3 this week. This Thursday, I'm going to have to pick the week 3 Thursday night football game. For those of you listening, if you want, all the schedules are updated on the website, the standings. If you want, go on the schedules, see what game, would be like a cool game, a fun game that would kick off week 3. It's got to be a week 3 game of who would play. I'll take a look later. Joey Bag of Donuts says Fins versus Niners soon. Nah, you're crazy, boy. Nasty Naylor says Niners will win. They can get after Mahomes with 4-7 with 4 and drop 7. Yeah, he's right. Hirsch says Nas, you big trash, big fella. VaFungool says Niners. All right, so I think everyone's got their Super Bowl predictions. Man, we could keep talking about this too. I love talking NFL, man. I could talk NFL all day. I can't wait to start talking NFL draft. Bears don't have a first-round pick because they traded it. I fucking forget who, but I think we have 2 second-round picks. I don't know, but man, I would be willing to tank this season and the Bears go 1-15, 2-14, and get Trevor Lawrence. But that means we waste another year of this defense. But this podcast isn't about the Bears, so I keep going back to them. But Ghosty says, can I back to CC? I don't know what that means. Her says, laugh out loud. Bears and Brown fans always want to talk about the draft. Yeah, he's right. Two things Bears fans love: backup quarterback and the NFL draft. All right, we're gonna move on real quick. We're gonna talk about the MOFL. For those of you that didn't know, we had 2 coaches get moved up. Who were Nasir? Give me 1 second. I gotta get a cough drop. Hold on 1 sec.
Dang, I wish I knew more about the 2 coaches that got moved up, so I could fill some time here. But one is Jaron, who just got the Niners. He's looking pretty good. I think he had a really good MOFL record before he came in. I think he only had 1 loss, maybe 8 wins or so. Y'all definitely correct me in the chat. And then we had he was replacing, I don't even fucking know, whoever was the Niners before. Why am I pretending? Lifted Lights get replaced by who the fuck replaced Lifted Lights with the Dolphins? Joe. That shit just happened with Joe, so we'll see how Joe does. So again, it rewards you guys to stay active in the the MOFL. I've peeked my head in and watched a couple of y'all's matches, and they are definitely pretty good. There's a lot of competition in there. We've been saying it all season. It's looking pretty good. So keep getting your games in. Either you'll get a chance at the end of the season, or you'll get that good chance mid-season. So, I'm excited from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And Pred's still not back, so
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah. You touched on the Lifted Lights getting replaced. Speaking of Lifted Lights, trust me, man, I didn't want to replace him. He was a great addition. He's a good dude. He's, I said it earlier in our group chat. The Madden community is like, I think it's like 80% mental midgets and 20% normal human being, normal people. And I think like 18% of them normal people are in our group. So I don't know what I was getting at. What was I saying? Oh no. So yeah, Lifted Lights. I sent him a direct message just saying, hey, if you need to take a break, I'm not going to ban you from the league. Come back through the MOFL. Zero hard feelings. We all get busy in life. Trust me. I get it. So he's welcome back. He's just got to go through the MOFL. So if he's listening or if anyone knows him, just relay the message. And then Darren got replaced. Dude, what happened? He starts off 4-1, loses to VaFungool last night, gets pounded, 4-2. No one really talked much shit. Like, no one really said anything too bad. I don't think anyone said anything bad. And then all of a sudden, I wake up, and I was kind of scrolling through, and I see Darren has left the group. I was like, whatever, we have a slew of players who want in. We got 2 good active ones now. Jaron, I think, went 11-2 in the MOFL. His only loss was the Joe and Supreme. I forget. Let me check out this chat real quick. ZZ says Jaron with the Niners is tough. That's scary. That is really scary for everybody. Jaron with the Niners. That is VaFungool. You should be on high alert. I would be YouTubing cover 3 beaters right now. Because he is. I'll tell you that. Ghosty says, I can't believe Darren pulled that shit. Yeah, you know what? I kind of knew he was a turd. I was in a franchise with him in the NCL, and he quit it. And I think he quit the TSML. It is what it is. Like I said, the Madden community is like 80% mental midgets. We're the 18%.
If I could chime in here real quick.
Go ahead.
Part of being a part of this league, and I feel like any Madden league, is getting your head caved in every once in a while. Like, we're all going to have those games where you definitely want to break your controller. DB just posted this morning a video, a compilation of like different Madden players streaming and stuff and just losing their shit based on some bullshit that happened. And even in that game that Darren was playing, I didn't see anything crazy egregious aside from his bad play.
Right.
But I totally agree with you. Like, sometimes people are mentally weak, man. It is what it is.
I agree.
we can coach them up. Like it is, we all get frustrated and angry and want to talk hella shit. But like at the end of the day, man, it's a game. Either you're in or you're out. So I
Yeah.
don't miss them. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I think everyone would agree 1,000% with what you said. Um, yeah. So, we adapt and we overcome and we move on. That's what we did. Um, JC says, "Are you ready, Hirsch?" I'm logging on now. And then he says,
I am
"No."
not ready.
And then he says, "I'm with the wife."
I am not ready.
Okay.
I am not to play a Madden game right now.
Y'all penned up or what?
Oh, he said, no, never mind. I see that he said no, but I'm also not capable of playing right now. So
All good, man.
we'll find some time. Yeah, we'll find some time. Like I'm not too concerned. He said something about Fridays. He's off. I should be back to a schedule of working from home on Thursdays and Mondays. We will see though. But
Look at this kid. You work from home? That's the biggest scam. That's the biggest scam. Hold on. Let me just talk about working from home. Working from home is the biggest scam in America. People always say I get more work when I. Yeah, people say I get more work done when I work at home.
That's hater talk.
Oh, it is hater talk.
Don't
It's 100% hater talk.
I don't want to do it to you.
I'm gonna write your company. I'm gonna write a review on Yelp.
But nah, man, it's
Is that Clemson?
So,
There he is. Clemson, what's up, buddy? How you been?
doing all right. How's it been tonight?
It's been good, man. Hirsch has been helping me out, holding me down here. I got a cough drop in my mouth, trying to save my voice. It's been a rough week for me, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. This cold weather in Chicago is no joke. It was like negative 14 the other day.
That cold weather in Chicago was ass.
You've been touching on it.
Go ahead.
Fuck all this cold weather, but you've been touching on it, man. You cannot be forcing your games in the COFL.
No.
Every single game I've ever tried to force has been ugly as shit.
I'm very disappointed. You know what it was, man? I haven't played. Today's what? Today's Tuesday. I didn't think I've played since I think last Wednesday, or I think, and I kind of got, maybe it was Thursday. I don't fucking know, but I got that itch and I was like, oh, I'm falling behind. And I'm like, you know what? I got an opportunity. My wife had to do some work, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hop on. I tried to play Nate in a franchise game before you to wipe the rust off, and Nate couldn't play, so I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna dive in head first, and that was a bad idea. So, Nate, you with us here?
Yeah, what's up?
Welcome, Nasty Nate.
How are you?
All right, so right now, I'm good. Thank you for asking. We got myself, Prez, we got Nasty Nate, we got Clemson, and we got Hirsch. So, real quick, MOFL, and then we'll move on to the COFL. Two guys got moved up. After the MOFL has until February 2nd. There's going to be a 6-team playoff that will start February 3rd. Hopefully these guys get a little more active. I'm trying to motivate them a little bit. So we see Jason H has 0% chance of that's a DB disciple. Add him to the list of DB disciples who have just faded off into the sunset. Big Daddy, classic Big Daddy, 0-1. Only played one game in like a week and a half, and then like wonders why I put him in the MOFL twice. Get it together, play your games, and enjoy the league, all right? Because there might be one more replacement if someone bails. I don't really see it in the COFL. So I think the only way in from here might be winning the MOFL. And if any of you guys ever get a chance, tune into some of these games because they're actually really good. Hirsch, I know you and I were watching that DQ versus the Ron game. That 55-yard ice field goal was insane. So, check it out. All right.
I've watched a couple games. DQ's been playing out of control. That guy has stepped it up a bit. I know his record doesn't show it much. I watched a couple Supreme games that were pretty good. There's some different and interesting strategies coming out here. I know the Ron, who just lost that game to DQ, played a good game.
Yeah, he's good. LeBron's good.
He gave up too many points, obviously, but it was close.
No. The Rounds.
He is obviously a powerhouse that's a sleeper agent, man. You know, there's a lot of talent there.
Yeah, ZZ's got to get his shit together, man. I think he's like, he's analyzing everything. In my opinion, maybe not analyzing, but he's got to get out of the freaking I formation, 1978 Larry Zonka, fullback dive offense. Dude, go shotgun. Mix it up, run bubbles. I don't care if you hate it, do it. Hirsch, were those bubbles not annoying I was doing to you last night? They're hard to defend, man. If my receivers could stalk
it's hard to defend all game. Yeah, you can stop it here and there, but like eventually you're gonna find that right window, I think. And there are very few negative plays that I was able to get. You were always at least getting like 1 or 2 yards. So
that's what I'm saying, man.
It works. It was annoying as shit though.
But I'm saying like he's got to evolve, And I'm just trying to help him, I'm not great at anything, so, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Anyways, COFL time. Let's talk. All right. So right now, as everyone predicted, we had Deuce atop the Marv Levy division. He is currently the number 1 seed. Now the AFC is going to be fun. The AFC is going to be real fun. Now that Joe is good. Man, this is going to be insane. I don't even know where to begin, really. The 4 division leaders, and I'm gonna chime in on the division leaders, and I'm gonna just point out to one of you guys and just see what you guys have to say and kind of go down the line. But Deuce is leading the division, the Marv Levy. Jomo is leading the Parcells. Then you got Roll 5-2. I think he's won 4 in a row. I could be wrong. He's leading the Paul Brown division. Then you got DB 4-2. DB's playing okay. He lost to VaFungool. He should have lost to me. Fucking bullshit. And then you got Coach P, Nick, Clemson. Joe is going to be up there. Maddie Hars and Retired Ass are going to be close. We'll see about JC. Nasir and Heath are definitely struggling. Robin almost beat Deuce. You know what, Clemson? I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still around? You here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just letting you.
What do you think about the AFC? Like, what do you just kind of give me a little rundown of, it doesn't have to be super in depth, but just, divisions, who you think's gonna win, what you've seen, and I don't know. I want to hear what you think about the teams in the AFC.
It's funny because it seems like the past couple of seasons that the NFC has been the stacked, super strong division, and it really kind of feels like that's flipped on its head now. It feels like the best teams right now are playing in the AFC, which is weird because most of the best teams in the game are over in the NFC. Fiddy's having a championship hangover. I don't know what's going on with him. I should have beat Jake. That's probably the most disappointing game of my season so far.
Yeah, you should be 4-2.
I don't know, man. All of these divisions look like they're going to come down the wire. I mean, even with myself sitting at 3-3, like I still played Jomo and Coach P twice. Like I still control my own destiny in that division at 3-3. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It feels like all of these divisions, except for maybe the tier 4, are coming down to the wire.
I agree with you 100%. I think Deuce has pretty much got the tier 4 division. He's 5-1. Retired Ass is 3-4. He's got a 2.5 game lead. I just think Deuce is going to end up going 11-5, and I don't think anyone in that division will have that record. The Paul Brown division just did a 360 on us. With Joe entering that division, that is going to be a dogfight. And Matty Harsh ain't out of it yet. He's 2-3. He can still make a little run. But Joe and Roll, Browns and Dolphins, I think those two are going to have some battles. And that's what I think it's going to come down to. Nasty Nate, what do you think? You got anything you want to say? Anything you see? Anything you like? Anyone you hate, not like? Talk to me.
I think NFC is still dominant. I don't know what he's talking about. The AFC is the better team or the better conference. But I think I'm gonna hold out on playing Fitty for as long as I can because I don't want to be the first guy he plays when he comes back and smacks whoever that is.
He's coming for someone.
I know, and I'm gonna make sure it's not me. Jake's playing like lights out still. He's on a hot streak. Hirsch leading his division.
Hold on, Nasty Nate. Let's stick to the AFC. We'll go to the NFC next. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, AFC. For Tier 1, I think Jomo will win the division, but I think that Clemson and Coach P will flip. I think Clemson will get the first division spot, though. I think he'll finish pretty strong, like 11-5.
I love, and I'm going to cut you off real quick, and I'll let you go. I love a good Clemson-Jomo game.
I know. I'm waiting for that smack talk to finally be played.
I love it. But... To me, that's like Ravens-Steelers of the old days.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, go on.
Tier 2, I think I'll still go with Nick on Tier 2.
Yeah, me too.
Kind of off to a sluggish start. I haven't watched much of DB this season, but he is 4-2, and one of those losses was to Jake, so he's probably playing pretty well. Jakai I played earlier. I kind of ran him, so I don't know if he's going to do a lot in Tier 2, especially against Nick and DB. Tier 3, Roll is out in the lead. I haven't watched Joe, though, so I really don't know much about him, and he has the Dolphins, so I think I'll go with Roll, and I think that Matty Harsh and Golden Turs are actually playing right now. It's a bit of a subject change, but and then Tier 4, I think Deuce is just going to keep on increasing his lead in that division, and he'll just end up winning it.
Interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, we're all agree with that, Deuce, for sure. Hirsch, you still there? Hirsch is not. Oh, there he is.
Shortly. I mean, I'm here and there, but I'm trying to multitask, man. It's not great.
Oh, you're good. Hey, you know what?
What we're discussing.
Give me Hirsch's final thoughts, and then you can bounce, man.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this season is going just as I expected. You know, I'm just dominating my division right now. This shit is gravy. I am concerned about a few people on my schedule coming up, and concerned about some losses early on that I had. But shit is going good, man. I like what I'm seeing from a lot of other coaches. I like what I'm seeing for myself. Need to stop making dumb mistakes, but shit is pretty good. I like what DB's doing. I like what Jomo's doing. I like a lot what Roll has been doing. I watched a couple Browns games. They're looking really good. Deuce Club is looking pretty good. Jake is Jake. Nasty Nate, I like it. Naylor, I haven't seen, but, you know, and VaFungool holding it down.
Yeah, VaFungool. Hey, Church, thanks for hopping on tonight. I appreciate it. VaFungool is the story of the Madden 19 season. Season 19. Season. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. It's.
I told y'all that 1917 offense is going to work with the Rams.
Did you?
I did. I said if there's any team that Va's offense will work with, it will be with the Rams because they've got everything you need to run that type of offense.
Yeah. You know, I watched a little bit of his game last. I watched, I think, the first three quarters, and then my Tylenol PM set in. I fucking zonked out, but he's just playing. He's playing smart, calculated football, not turning the ball over. And in Tier 4, that's all you need to do to win, man. Limit your turnovers, get a couple drives, get some points. If you need to kick a field goal, kick a field goal. But those back-breaking, pick sixes or turnovers in your own territory kill you. So we'll move to the NFC. VaFungool, we just talked about him. Jake, it was good to see Jake come back to being a human being. Who did he lose to? I forget. Fuck. Oh.
Who did he lose to? Ghosty. Ghosty beat him.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Don't forget
crazy.
that, or Ghosty will get mad in the chat real quick.
Naylor 5-1.
Naylor's beasting.
Yeah, he is. He is beasting. In the NFC, man, I think those 5 and 6 seeds you're gonna need to go like 12-4. I mean, if you want to make the playoffs, you got to win your division, man. Because Nate's gonna go 11-5, 12-4. Jaron's gonna go 12-4. You know, yeah, Blitz Vision, D Rob, Ghosty, myself, JMCC, Fitty. You know, if we want to make the playoffs, we got to win our division. That goes for Hirsch. I mean, it's, yeah. So, you know what? Clemson, I kind of agree. I think it's actually pretty even this year, AFC and NFC. I know you see VaFungool at the top, and that probably like, you know, makes you think that the NFC isn't probably what it was, but you still got Jake, you got Nate, Ghosty's still good. You got Fitty. I think you're right that the AFC might be a little deeper, but I don't think it's a big disparity.
No, my point was, if you go back over the past 2 or 3 seasons in the NFC,
Sure.
all the big names,
Sure.
like the usual suspects, were in the NFC.
Yeah, you're right.
And now it's spread out. The top dogs have split with each conference, and so it's a lot more balanced than it was.
Yeah, okay, I understand that. Damn, Hirsch is up 38, not Hirsch. Matty Hirsch is up 38-7 against Golden Tears right now. Third quarter. Wow, that's a beatdown. It's a beatdown and a half. Okay. So yeah, it was good to see Jake come back. Then you got Naylor, as Nate said that he's beasting, as Nate said. Hirsch 4-2, man. Hirsch is beating some people, man. He's not just beating scrubs. You know, I think all his wins are against solid opponents. I mean, he's got a tough schedule, and he's come out of it 4-2. You know,
I am excited to play Hirsch next week. I think I play him next week.
Do you really?
Think
Ooh,
so.
Maybe that'll be Thursday Night Football.
Maybe that's the nominee. I'll put that as my
Ooh,
nomination.
I like that. Maybe if he can do it, we'll do it. But we'll take a look at some of the schedules. Then you got Nate 4-1. I mean, he's right behind Jake. You know, once. Have you played Jake Ghost Nate?
I did. He beat me 17-14.
Oh yeah, that's right, dude. I'm sorry. Like this past few days, I've just been zonked.
Nate, how many times have you been the Cardinals now?
Once.
Were you not the Cardinals another time?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think he was.
Oh, look.
What am I thinking of then? Okay, carry on.
And then you got Jaron, 4-2. Jaron could easily go 13-3, 12-4. Got the best team in the game. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. And then you got guys, you know, you got Blitz Vision, D Rob, Ghosty, myself, JMCC, and Fitty. You know, I'll throw B Dukes in there, but I don't think he's gonna make the playoffs. You know, we gotta go 10-6. You know, we put ourselves in a hole. Not so much Blitz Vision and D Rob. They're both 4-3. They're still, you know, they're a game and a half out of their division. They can still make a run. D Rob started off 3-0, now he's 4-3. But you know, myself losing last night, I'm in a 2-3 hole. James CC is in a 2-3 hole. Fitty's in a. It's tough to get a 2-3 hole and still make the playoffs from the COFL. I don't have a stat that backs that up, but you know, I know it's not easy. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you see the 6 teams right here who make the playoffs. I also wouldn't be surprised if we saw an epic collapse by VaFungool. You know, I love the kid, and I hope he makes the playoffs, but he's getting a lot of hype now. He's got a lot of noise on him. 5-0. I want to take a look at his schedule after this and see what he's got, but so that's what I got to say about that. Teams, I mean, Golden Tears is about to be 0-5. You got Ricky and Robin, who are 1-7 and 1-6 respectively. You know, I'll say it every week, and I'm going to continue to say it. You don't want to be in that toilet bowl, because I know you think, okay, you know, I like my chances of beating whoever I play in toilet bowl. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't like my chances.
Now, as soon as you say that, that's when the Madden gods step in, and then you're screwed.
And the Madden gods, they're fucking assholes. All right, they get you every time. Yeah, they and I think Golden Tears is like wanting the tank, but be careful what you wish for, man.
I think he is the one that said he would take him over the MOFL guys.
Yeah,
if he had his team.
0% chance that happened. He wouldn't beat any of those guys. I'm not. I wouldn't either. Naylor wants VaFungool for now. You guys will play too late. They'll play at like 9:30 at night. We want a game at like 7 o'clock, so we can start Thursday night off a little good. You know what I mean? Like a 7-8 o'clock game. So yeah, middle of week 2. How about the activity we've had so far this season? And it's great.
It's been good.
It's been amazing. I mean, the amount of games played.
It's so weird. So like I haven't played a game in like 3, maybe 4 days. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta be way behind. And then I went and looked. It's like I only got 2 games left this week.
Yeah, I know. And I think it's because I've been starting the season or the week on Thursday and Friday. It gives a lot of people time, over the weekend where normally I would start it on a Sunday, Sunday night. A lot of people are busy on Sundays. The NFL was on all day during that time. Everyone's teams were on. College football is over now on Saturday, so people have more time on the weekends. So I think that has a lot to do with it. But I mean, I thank everybody for putting in the time and playing your games, except JC, who's only played 3 games. But everyone else, I appreciate it. Let's take a look at. Are there any games going on? Is it just Matty Harsh? Oh, we got Joe.
Joe.
Here we go. Where am I?
Who's he playing?
I don't know.
No idea.
So it's 8 o'clock. All right, we got time. All right, let's see what we got shaking here. Oh, fucking shit.
Oh, it's the two rookies.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. All right. So right now we have 4-2 49ers versus the 1-1 Dolphins, and both coaches are brand new. These are their COFL debuts. This is great. I love it. What I like here, and what I like to do is kind of see. I want to see what these guys run, more so defensively, to kind of see if they have any kind of pattern, if they even have a plan, or if they're just kind of like, they pick a defense and they don't even know what they're picking. You never play against a coach where you're like, yeah, this person's just picking any kind of defense and they don't really know what they're doing. Some of you guys may think I do that, but I don't.
Yeah, it's interesting when I play some coaches. And I'm on offense and I pick my play, and it immediately goes to like the in-game play, so they're picking the play before they even look at what you're running.
Yep, like right away.
Yeah.
One thing with
it's so funny though, if you have any sort of decent stick skill on all Madden, sometimes that can work pretty well. Just throwing something out there.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Wow, I went from pick six to...
From pick 6 to touchdown, that's disappointing.
That sucks.
Ouch.
Right out of Prez's book, that little bubble.
fuck, I missed it. I didn't fill up my water. What happened?
It was a bubble to the right, and the Dolphins. Oh, there you go.
Yep. Oh, is this my play?
Basically.
Their Dolphins were all over it too.
Yeah.
Look at that! Even moved the guy out.
Yeah. See, when you here's the thing is when that guy, I mean, this is, wow. So he was really he still made it happen, huh? Dude, you got to hand that ball off. This is a terrible play.
Yep. And
oh wow.
Out of reach.
Oh wow.
That's a pick six 2 Maddens ago, though, for sure.
Oh, wow. I want to see that in full motion. He is all. I'm telling you, this guy, Joe's good, man. That's a good user play by Joe right there. He already knows it's coming.
Oh, yeah. He moved out there. He knew.
Oh.
He underran it.
Wow. So these two played in the MOFL, and they had Joe beat them, I think, like 49-28. Let's speed up here. And that was, I think it was the first game of the MOFL. So let's see what Joe does here with the Dolphins. Ooh, you ain't going to be able to do that with the Dolphins, man. You can do that in franchise with your boosted up freaking running back, whatever. But here it's a little different. A little Texas play here. I don't like running the Texas play. I feel like it gets user picked all the time now. What I mean by Texas is that halfback angle route. See that route he's running right there?
Yeah.
That's just like, that's user lurk city. You know? Oh, got him. Oh, no. Oh, man. So I'm going to delay here. I'm going to speed it up.
What teams did they use in the MOFL? Do you know off the top of your head?
Jaron used the Titans and Joe used the Vikings.
Okay.
That's a good throw. Yep. We just got two beasts who entered the COFL. These guys could eventually be tier 1 guys, I'm telling you. Scary. I like it though. I like it. Yeah. For some reason, in the COFL, the Dolphins have made the COFL Bowl and the divisional round in two of the three seasons. I don't know what they did in. Is this a cover 3 beater? I think it is. That looks like a glitched YouTube play right here, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Yep. And that's what it. I mean, oh, nice user lurk. But I think if he's not that safety, I think that's a touchdown. Watch. So I wonder what defense he was in. Yeah.
It looked like he was in a. Looked like cover 2 or cover 10. It was definitely a 2 shell.
You know what? I think that play that Joe just ran was a play where if Jaron isn't that safety, that's a touchdown. I feel like the safety just like ignores him. That's the shit you got to watch out for. That's a DB special right there.
Well, you know, the problem with those beater plays is you anticipate where you're going with the ball too much. So you already know where you're throwing the football, and if you're wrong, it's a pick.
Yep. And people will catch on to that. Man. Jaron might give him the hands here. I think he got caught being the D lineman there. He only had like 2 guys rushing. You can't let I hate it when my D line doesn't get any pressure and the quarterback's just sitting back there. I freak out when there's no pressure. Oh, 5 wides, send some pressure here. 4-man rush, someone's got to get in. Nice pick.
Nice.
That's a good pick. Yeah. If he were to throw in that maybe a second sooner, he catches that. But I think he should have thrown it right before he turned around. Any other games going on? Is this the only one in town?
I asked in the YouTube chat, but I don't know if anyone said anything.
All right, let's check out the YouTube chat here. Ghosty says, I lost the role in Heath, but beat Fiddy and Jake. Yeah, no shit. Herc says, is this Jaron's first game? Yep, it is. JMCC says, I like Joe. We're in the same division in AESL franchise. Yeah, Joe will be a good addition. He quit the NCL. I think they here's a good little bubble. Nice move. Oh, Jaron fucking doing something out there.
A little too fancy.
Yeah, a little too fancy. I forgot. I feel like they penalized him for something, and he just said, F it, I'm out of here. So he is in the TSML franchise. Joe, he's active. He's a good player. He understands when shit talking and when it's not. So I think he's a good addition. We shall see. Hirsch says throwing picks. Way to go get it. Yeah. Two back is a good. I like two back formation. I need to run more of it. Ooh, what was that little blitz there? Oh, nobody even saw him. Is that the corner? Yep. Yeah.
That's the danger of not having your back in the block.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be a three-man rush here. Or near mid of that. We'll see. There might be blitzes off the edge. I'd hit the drag route. I'd look for triangle. Yep. Nice. There we go. I love throwing the ball this Madden. I'm telling you, I think this is one of the more Maddens, or the most fun I've had playing Madden probably since we first started the league. I really enjoy this Madden game. It's not as bad as last year was awful. I don't think this year is that bad. So right now, all right, for everyone watching, he can go for this if he wants. He's losing. He's inside his opponent's 50-yard line. If he wants to go for it, he can. Now, if he was winning and it was 4th and 1 or shorter, and he was inside his opponent's 50, he could still go for it. But if it was 4th and 2 and beyond, and he was inside his opponent's 50, you couldn't get it. You couldn't go for it. I think I just confused everybody. But that's just a good example right there. But yeah, I really enjoy this Madden. I feel like it's the first Madden I could actually pass without throwing 6 picks. And, I was petrified to throw the ball. I think it was like 2 Maddens ago. You couldn't even throw an out route without it being a pick 6. What do you guys, Clemson? What do you think about this Madden?
It's a little
Nice run.
It's been a little live by the sword, die by the sword for me, no matter what you do. So, starting off this season, started off really hot passing the football, and then lately things have just kind of gone downhill. If you're going to throw the ball 30 times a game, eventually you're going to fuck up and make a mistake. That's how football works. So I don't know. It's definitely been easier a little bit to get a passing game going, especially if you which I kind of do, base it off the RPO.
Yeah.
If you run out of shotgun as much as I do, the passing game becomes a lot easier.
What a terrible throw. Go on.
So I think that definitely has made it more comfortable for me because I've been an RPO guy since NCAA 10.
Yeah.
Even when they didn't work back in the game, there's no read to make.
Yeah, I love the RPOs, man. I think it's the best addition to anything Madden that they've ever done.
NCAA 14 still has the best version of the RPO I've ever seen.
Man, I haven't played that game. I don't even know.
It's so fun. The read option is so fun on that game.
Oh, he's got square touchdown. Got him. Ooh. Man, when NCAA comes out, we're gonna have like a 75 team league. It's gonna be nuts. It's not coming out until 2023. So it's gonna be the COFL the MOFL will be full. We'll have 32 team leagues by then. So that'll be 64 teams right there. Yeah, it's I can't wait, but we shall see. Nate, what do you think about this Madden? If you got anything you want to say.
For me personally, I've had to kind of deal with different phases of the offense because my first season I was at Atlanta and I was pretty pass heavy because that's how I was in last season's Madden too. And then the second season I was the Bills, and that was kind of a rough season for me because the Bills weren't very great in Madden. It was mid-season. They just weren't getting a good ratings update. But then the third season I was Philadelphia, and I went from pass to running the ball so much.
All right, Nate, I don't mean to cut you off. So Joe is no huddling right now. He can't no huddle. I'll tell them after the game. This is their first time. No huddle rules. You can only no huddle inside the in the second quarter. If it's you're inside 2 minutes, you can no huddle. And then I think in the second half, if you're losing, you could no huddle anytime. I think. Let me look at that again.
Fourth, I don't even know.
Yeah, let me look. Hold on. No huddle rule. If it's in the last 2 minutes of the first half, which it wasn't, and if you're losing in the second half, you can no huddle. So third or fourth quarter. And then you're tied in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, you could no huddle. So this is Joe's first game in the COFL. He should have learned this in the MOFL, but I guess, we all make mistakes, so I'll tell him and he won't do it again. But I'm glad I saw it. So yeah, there's that. Nate, I'm sorry. Go ahead, if you even remember what you're saying.
I was just gonna say I just finished talking about because I've seen both sides of the passing game and the running game in the COFL this season, but I think how you're talking about the passing game, I think if you definitely get 2, 3, or 4 passes and you start stringing first downs, and it becomes really easy and you get really comfortable.
Yeah.
Passing the ball around, and I think I do think it's the same for the run. I just think it's a little bit harder to kind of sit back and take your 5 or 6 yards, and as opposed to trying to pass the ball and get the 15 or 20 yards per play.
Yeah, you're right. It is. You got to be patient with the run. I really haven't. I've done okay with the run. I do better with the run out of shotgun. This is just because I've been the Bears. They're not really, a Tariq Cohen I formation, team.
For sure.
I can run stretch, but I just feel I've tried it and I'm not successful. So I've had way more success out of shotgun. Even with Saquon in TSML franchise.
Yeah, I've done better than I even expected for myself to start this season with the Cardinals so far. I've done pretty decent on offense.
Yeah, Nate, I haven't watched any of your games, to be honest with you. I've watched some of Clem. I think I've watched 2. And that's the thing. A lot of these games are getting played in the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, I'm busy as that. BAF, busy as fuck. I have no time to watch any of the game. I think that's why I would start them during the week so I could watch the games. I was a selfish bastard, I guess. But yeah. So the Monday through Friday games, I pay attention to, but Saturday, Sunday, it's harder for me to watch all that. Nice little play.
Yeah, I haven't played a game, and like Clemson said, I don't think I've played a game since. Geez, it almost might be a week by now.
But that's why I like the franchises, because it keeps the rust off. That's why I wanted to play you last night, so I could avoid that rust. And it back. Oh wow, he just jumped over that guy.
I think you got the sim win, so it worked out for you.
Oh, did I get the sim win?
Yeah, I think you did.
Nice. I was more talking about me against Hirsch.
Oh yeah. I watched that game a little bit.
I mean, he didn't have 100 yards of offense, but I threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah, that Devontae Freeman stat line was pretty crazy. It was 12 carries, -6 yards, and a touchdown.
I know.
I don't think I guarantee you that is a stat line that's never happened in the.
Here, let's watch.
Speaking of things that have. Sorry.
No. I was gonna say this is just not what to do. He pretty much. I think he get baited into this. All right, ready? So you see these safeties dropping back, right? Dropping back. This guy's got a deep third. He's got a deep third. All right. This middle, I know you think it's going to be open. It's not. These guys are going to close fast. All right. Look at it. This linebacker is running with him already, and he still throws it there. Or he just stops.
Yeah, it's a lot of green field in front of him there.
But I'm saying, but he's going to lead him. That ball, I mean, if he's, I'm just saying. That's something
they'll learn. They'll play a couple of opponents and they'll learn those kind of passes just won't work.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, man.
It took me. I remember when I first came in, I probably threw stupid passes like that too.
Yeah, I still do.
But
he had triangle.
Oh, he got him.
See, and stuff like that. This doesn't. I haven't thrown a go route That's been successful in a long time, man.
True, especially against Sherman with the Dolphins.
Yeah. He's got triangle here.
See,
Still.
I think it was a post coming through the middle.
Yeah. Still.
When I was playing Jakai, the whatever he goes by, I always forget. The other day, I threw a pick 6 against him, and then he was down by like 24 or something, so he went for 2, and then he threw a pick 2, and I thought that might be something that like has never happened in the COFL before. I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh no, there's definitely been a pick 2. Not many.
A pick 6 and then a pick 2, like back-to-back plays.
Good point. Maybe that's never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's exciting, and I forgot to bring it up. For season 20, we are going to have stats. I should have brought it up earlier. Nice little bubble. I love a good bubble route. Nice juke. See ya.
Nice.
Get in that end zone. Yeah, we will have stats for season 20. So, remember the flash tournaments I did, all the little money tournaments, the COFL Sportsbook where you paid $1? All that money, I don't pocket it. I don't order pizza with it. I save it to do cool stuff, pay for the website. A lot of it actually goes to the website. But the money that's left over, I'm going to give it to Nick, and Nick is going to do stats for season 20 for us. I'm going to have everything laid out for him. I'll guide him through it. I'll help him. I got to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, shit. So, yeah, that's going to be – I'm really excited about that.
Yep. That would be fun. Just like the beginning of the COFL.
Oh, man. Back in the day, that's what COFL was all about, was stats.
Yeah, MVP award and that good stuff.
I'll pay him. He's gonna get $60 to do stats. I'll pay him $60 every season to do stats. If I can. I just don't have the time to do it.
Gonna have to teach some new coaches how to do stats.
I know.
Shit show.
Oh God, I remember going through stats and people would sit on the same screen for like 3 minutes. I'm like, what are you fucking doing?
I remember that.
Like, what are you doing right now?
That's funny.
Let's
and
see.
then COFL score ticker too. They were introducing that.
Yeah. I want to keep that up as much as I can. And Nate, you've helped out. Jake has helped out. That score ticker is kind of. I like it just because some people just pull into the chat and they can see a score, and if they want to click a game, if they see it's close, they can click on it.
Yeah, it's good for the people that are at like work and they can't watch the video, but they can kind of check the chat.
I'll have games up on my phone while I'm at work, just kind of watching. Hold on a second. Jaron, is he kicking it onside? Oh, what the fuck? Can he do this? These fucking clowns. Hold on a second. Jesus. Onside kicks. Yeah. No, I guess he can do it.
Really no rule against it.
No, you can only onside kick when you are losing. You cannot onside kick if you are winning. Well, Jaron, you're a fucking idiot.
No, someone just joined. Fitty? No, Matty Harsh.
Boomer Sooner?
Nope. Says he's there. He's muted his mic.
What's up?
There he is.
What's up?
What's up, Matty Harsh? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Sound
Nice
like
win.
it.
Just trying to recover from a illness myself.
Then you know what's up. Yeah, Jaron just kicked an onside kick to start the second half, thinking he's gonna shock the world. Yeah, dude. Hey, Jaron, save that shit for franchises and Mutt and your boyfriends in your dorm. Don't do that shit in here. All right, that's amateur hour. We don't want that.
Looks like Matty Harsh got the win during the
Yeah, Matty Harsh 3-3 now. So you are what? You're 2 games, I think 2.5 games out of first. Just string together a few wins. And get it together.
Have you played roll yet?
Yeah, he lost last night.
I honestly haven't been paying very much attention to the standings, but yeah, this win right here gave me a even 50-50 record so far. I like where I'm at.
Yeah, your division's tough now with Joe entering it. See, Jaron just gave Joe 3 points if he makes this, and that just could be the game for him. Ooh, did he make it? Got it.
Question
Short?
for you, Prez.
Oh, he fell short. Did you say you got a question?
Yeah, just a quick question. In your opinion, in the COFL, what percentage of it is like scheme and coach, and what percentage do you think just happens to be like Madden and the team? Like, do you understand what I mean by that?
I do.
Yeah.
It's a great question. It's a good question. Wow. What percentage do I think is scheme? I think it's definitely over 60% that have a scheme. And a lot of it is, with me, I'll talk about me, and then I know, I'll talk about me, and then dude, Jaron is retarded.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
I think just to kind of start it, I do think that this, as the few Maddens we've played, I think that it's kind of gotten further away from just Madden itself. I think with each Madden that we've gone, it's been more and more about the coach, the person behind the controller, and what they're doing more than it's become just Madden and whatever team you have just kind of carrying you to victory. I think we've seen that though with some of the teams that have been in the playoffs and making the bowls and stuff.
Yeah. So you're saying it's more scheme now, or
100%, yeah.
Yeah. No, and I think
that was a big run, by the way.
Yeah, that was a big run. Jaron just pretty much gift wrapped this game to him. With me, I with the Bears, and I'm just going to talk about me, and I'll talk about other coaches who I see have a scheme. I definitely 100% have a scheme with the Bears, especially offensively. I think this is my third season. In the first season, I was trying to do the Nate Boston Scott offense with, single back. Oh, is this a pick two? Is this a pick two?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
no.
Yeah,
but it wasn't working for me. I just couldn't do it. So as the season went on, I evolved, and I just, I run shotgun 98% of the time, and I do all my runs out of it. I do all my passes out of it, and that right there is a small part of the scheme. I'm not going to get into depth of what I look for and what I do passing wise. Defensively, for sure. Defensively, I think it's more or less of. I think offensively, I think you have to have more of a scheme. Defensively, I think it's more about who you have. Kind of it is.
It takes a lot of user. I don't know. Passing, it's very user skilled.
And I look at my team. I have the Bears. I have a great front seven, so that's where I run a lot of 3-4 bear, and I pack that box. And I'm like, you know what? I want you to pass. Try beat me on the run. I trust. My user skills are average, but I got Khalil Mack, Leonard Floyd, Roquan Smith, Danny Trevathan. I trust those guys are going to get through that hole more than most other teams.
It was interesting though. Sorry to cut you off.
Go on.
I was playing ZZ in a scrimmage yesterday, and he was the 49ers and I was the Cardinals, and it I could still run. It almost didn't seem like there was a 14 overall difference in the teams, just based on the battle at the line. Just for some reason, Joe Staley was just watching my guy go by, and then I was running my normal offense, and I ran it pretty efficiently, even though the difference between the Cardinals front line and the 49ers front seven is just insane.
I know.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think, you look at Clemson, he's always had a scheme. I think he had a scheme way before me or anyone. He actually kind of motivate when he was the Panthers with Cam, and he ran that triple option, read option. I loved it, and I was jealous that I wasn't doing that, and that I couldn't do something like that. And so I, over time, just I was like, you know what, I'm going to find a little rhythm, and I think all of us have a scheme. Some are good, some are.
Everyone has a game plan if they don't realize it.
ZZ has a scheme, and it's not working for him. I think he needs to change it. Matty Harsh has a scheme. He loves the spread offense.
Yeah. What? I did notice that when I played Matty Harsh this season.
Clemson, what do you want to say?
Well, I was going to say, I think if you find something that you just got to find something you're comfortable with. So, the first season, what was that? The Bills? I think it was the Bills.
Oh, touchdown.
I was still running that read option. I was still pretty good with it. Went to the Redskins, tried to become a ground and pound type of team. I think I started that season like 2-4 or 2-5 and something. Went back to the spread because that's what I was comfortable with the season before. Ended that season like 9-7, 10-6, something like that.
I do remember that.
It's just if you have something that you're comfortable with, and you get used to running these plays and you get comfortable with them, and you have to know what you're reading too, running these plays. But if you run them enough, you'll get comfortable knowing, okay, he's in a cover 2 shell. Here's what I'm looking for on this pass. And it just kind of comes naturally. So once you get that scheme down, you can be a really good player. I think it's a little bit of both in terms of the team too, because look, you can have you can be a bad player and have a really good team and luck into a bunch of wins. But
I see that, yeah.
But the really good players who end up with some of the bad teams that are still going 9-7, 10-6, making the playoffs, that's where you can really tell who's comfortable, kind of comfortable in their own skin and with their scheme.
All right, hold on. We'll get to that in a second.
Are you talking about the player move?
Oh my God, dude, this is bad. This game is I might have to have these guys replay this game. Just watch this.
You need to have a classroom video when someone joins.
Right.
Just watch this. All right, ready? So right now, just watch Joe. Just watch what he does. He's the Dolphins. Watch him on defense. Just enjoy this. There's one guy. There's two guys. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to move a third guy. Oh, my
And then he gives
God.
up the touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
to
man.
give up
This
the
is
touchdown.
so he broke the no huddle rule. He broke the move more than one player rule. Oh, my God.
I ain't no snitch, but somebody else I played this season did that.
Who did it?
I ain't no snitch.
You know Prez better go watch all
Hey,
those
as long
games.
as we don't have a new Bowman on our hands, I'm fine.
Ooh. Oh, deep ball. No.
Oh, did he catch
I
that?
think I
on
just
that?
didn't give a
Wow.
fuck about the rules.
Wow.
Bowman was always the one that everyone thought was hardcore cheesing. I remember that last Madden. I don't know what he was doing with the team that he had, but it was pissing me off.
No, I think it's because he'd run the same defense 35 times in a row.
Pinch buck 0, 80 million times in a row.
Yeah. But I'll give Joe the benefit of a doubt. I mean, it's his first game. I mean, he probably doesn't quite got.
I assume MOFL rules are the same as COFL.
I was going to say, you got to clarify first game because, yes, first COFL game, but,
And it's the same rules as MOFL, man.
Oh, right.
Well, anyways, 1914. When this game's over, then we'll end the podcast, so we'll ride it out.
Sounds good.
So Joe moving three guys on one play. Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Clemson. I think he was.
Oh,
he was
yeah,
telling
Clemson. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Sorry.
no, that's fine. I was just saying you can tell. I was just saying when you can have a bad player who ends up with a really good team and lucks into a bunch of wins, but you can tell who's really comfortable in their own skin and with their scheme by who takes the bad teams and elevates them. Because those guys are comfortable with what they're doing offensively and defensively. They know what they're reading. They know what's coming at them offensively, and those are the guys who you can really tell are good schematically.
Yeah. I mean, you look at JT was one of the best at that, with what he did with the Jets. Did you think did Jake have a scheme back in the day, or was it just PA crossers and
roll out.
roll out?
Yeah, Jake has evolved a lot from the early days.
I know. I like giving him a hard time about that.
According to you, Jomo has not evolved one bit.
He still has not evolved.
He is not a Pokemon, according to him.
Well, he better friggin' become one.
That was a great night of COFL trash talk.
Oh yeah.
I'm We need that game to happen soon. That might need to be a prime time if they play week 4.
Hey, what are you guys thinking about? I'm going to pull up some schedules here and we'll watch this game. Week 3. Ooh. Oh, nice run. Oh, wow.
Oh,
We got a game.
What a run.
That running back committee for San Francisco and Madden is nuts because they're all very fast. You can just keep subbing them in once they get fatigued.
So he's going 5 wide. He's going goal line defense, 5 wide.
He'll get wide open here.
Dude.
Never mind. Slant.
Wow, we got a ball game, folks.
Well, that was easy. What the hell?
We've had 6 rules broken, an onside kick, but hey, we got a tie game.
Just like that.
So let's see. Thursday night.
Look at the COFL chat.
What, the rookies aren't disappointing in their debut?
Well, define disappointing.
I mean, from a game standpoint, it being exciting. From that standpoint, yeah, they had a pretty good debut.
Let's go to the COFL website. Look at some schedules here.
I like Arizona Atlanta for Thursday night. We just got to make sure you guys can play it. You're not on Firewatch, are you, Nate?
No, I don't have dusk that night.
We'll see if Hirsch can do it. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down for like 6 or 6:30.
Who else is playing? Who else is doing? Let's see. Roll was last week, so we won't do him.
We snubbed Naylor out of
I don't think he can do. All right, let's see Naylor. See if he plays anyone. I'd love to give him a shot.
He plays Va. Do you want to put him in Va?
No, VaFungool, he can't play till like 10:30 at night.
Oh, okay.
What about you and Naylor?
It's cool, man. There's 2 possibilities.
All right, there's 2 right there.
Let's go look at Jomo. Do Jomo and Clemson play, or is Jomo a bedtime kind of guy?
I think Jomo plays a little earlier. Let's see. I think Jomo Clemson week 3.
There you go.
Let's do it. Clemson, can you play?
We play this week.
Yeah, and you play week 3.
Oh, we play back to back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you play?
That.
What time can you play Thursday, if at all?
This Thursday?
Ooh, triangle. Picked. Oh,
Yeah,
nice
this
pick. Yeah, this Thursday.
I mean, as long as we start the game before probably 10:30, I can play.
For sure. I think it's got to be like, I think Prez wants to say like 7, right?
Yeah. Even like 7 Eastern time, 8 Eastern time, something like that would be nice.
And 8 Eastern would be a good sweet spot.
Okay. I'll get a hold of Jomo, see if he can do it. So I say that, and if not that, then we'll do Naylor versus Nate. And if not that, then we'll do Hirsch versus Nate. Yeah.
Either way, it should be a good game.
Yeah, either way, those are good matchups. Let me see. Who else? Who else just in case?
I'm going to look at roll schedule.
He kicked off last week. We don't want him kicking off too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
My bad. What about Jake?
Oh, what about Jake? Jake's kind of forgotten this season. He's kind of quiet.
Yeah, it is. What about Fitty? Or did he do week 1?
Jake's gonna move.
He's struggling right now. If you haven't been watching that,
What?
he asked how he had done. Said he's been struggling.
No, dude. He's got 4. He's gonna win all 4 of his games next week.
Probably.
Damn, Jaron.
Jake has Jake has Prez, Blitz, Josh, Ghosty.
Yeah, he'll be 10-1. He's got to beat Fitty. Man, if Fitty loses that, he's 2-4. Shit.
That'd be crazy.
Fitty never does well.
See that, Dave?
Fitty never does well after winning the COFL Bowl.
Don't fall into that trap. He started 2-3 last year too. Don't fall for that.
Hey, I want to clarify something. That
He didn't start this way last year.
I said in the I think in the preseason chat that we're close to the Fitty era, but we haven't entered the Fitty era yet. To have an era be yours, you have to win 3 titles in that era. We're not there yet. So if he wins this year, then it's the Fitty era. I just saw in his chat name that he's already calling it the Fitty era. It's not there yet. I just want to clarify that. We're not there yet. You know, if he gets the 5 titles, if he gets the 3 in one Madden, then you own that era. Oh, that's just bad tackling. Ooh, even worse tackling.
Ooh.
Jesus. What is this, a TSML? That was a good joke.
Jomo said home at 6 o'clock on Thursdays.
Okay.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Hey, Nate,
That'd be fun to watch.
do me a favor. Can you hype in there? Can you ask him if he could play Clemson to kick off Thursday night?
Yeah.
At Clemson, what's the perfect time for you? 8 o'clock Eastern?
8 o'clock is sweet spot.
All right. 8 o'clock. Can you ask him at 8 o'clock Eastern time to kick off week 3?
Yep.
I appreciate it, man. All right, so we got the Dolphins driving inside the 50. That looked like a dagger route, first down. He's got to score a touchdown. Does he go for 2? Says F it.
No.
No,
He's gotta
he
get there
might.
first.
Ooh, I don't like this bubble route. There we go. Oh, we switching it?
Switching up, just flipping the play.
Don't like it either way. Maybe the stretch.
Oh, it's a stretch bubble? Okay.
Oh, no.
He's getting very indecisive here.
Oh, no. What happened?
That was a run commit.
What happened?
I wonder if he accidentally did that run commit. If it
Oh,
wasn't.
Jaron, what are you doing?
Dude, how do you get that wide open? Did he run commit?
He
Yeah,
had
that was
to
a run
have.
commit 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Damn, we might get some free football here, folks.
51 seconds, 2 timeouts.
There's still 41. Still like 51 seconds.
Cool. All right, we got for week 3, which starts Thursday night. It'll be Clemson versus Jomo. 8 o'clock Eastern time, live on the COFL network, also known as America's Network. It's my favorite rivalry right now in the COFL. It's honestly, when they play, I swear to God, I go out of my way to watch it. Even if I'm busy, I'll look at my phone to see what the score is. You know, so if you have a chance, watch it because it's 2 coaches who have their own scheme, very different schemes. Jomo he's gonna run. I'm telling you, he's
the best at it.
yeah, he's the best at running the ball. I'm gonna say it. He's the best runner in the game. So him versus Clemson, I can't wait. So here we go. 40 seconds left. 1 timeout for the Niners. Spike on 1st and 10. Okay, that's fine. That's smart.
He's only got 1 time out.
He's got to get. So if he gets to 10, he could kick a 62-yarder with Robbie Gould. So he's got to get 10 yards here.
Is there wind?
No, it's in Miami's a dome, right? Yeah, no. So let's see here.
No, Miami's not done.
Yes, it's open.
Oh, that's dangerous. See, if I'm him here, I'm fucking staying away. I at least have one guy doing an out route. I have a couple crossing routes, and I don't know what the other guy's doing, but on that route, it looked like everybody was going over the middle. You know, it's too congested.
You know, I definitely have an out route somewhere on this field right now.
Oh, no. Throw it away. Throw it away.
Throw
Throw it away. Run. Oh, no.
Oh, he got him.
The old Jake Ayler.
Wow. Gonna have to go for
The
the
old
ice.
Jake Ayler. I want to see. Hold on. All right, I'll let it play. Let me see what he did real quick. So he only rushed 3. That's the first thing he did wrong. I never rush just 3 because that's exactly what happens.
Here comes the ice.
Here comes the ice.
You gotta have. You can rush 3 if you have a good pass rusher because they're gonna
45
get
yarder.
home.
What do you think? Does he make it? Yes or no?
I hope he blocks it.
I think he misses it. Drilled it.
Got it.
Wow.
Good game.
Nice win, Jaron.
How
Actually-
far
Had
ahead
no
was
business
Dolphins
losing that game.
before the comeback?
All
Yeah,
right.
he did come back from.
Yeah.
He had no business losing that game.
No. If these guys play like this, they play sloppy like this, they're not going to be as good as I think. They got to clean some of this stuff up. But offensively, yeah, they're legit. Jaren's going to be legit running the ball, man. That's nasty. They got to clean up some of this sloppy play, though. But anyways, let's end this podcast. Same time next week. We'll do it again. All right, gentlemen?
See ya.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, okay? Later.
Yep. See ya.